What is up, everybody? Today's video is going to be about the one and only Billie Eilish and how I almost died at her concert. What? Just kidding, you already saw the title, and like it's kind of clickbait, but like also like it was crazy. And I have on my phone like all the stuff that happened, because you know when you're telling a story and like you just kind of like forget to mention something, and then later you are like thinking about how you were telling it, and you're like, oh, like I forgot the craziest part, and I don't want that to happen. Also, I just look bad, so there's that. So let's just go for it. I bought my Billie tickets like 2 days before the concert. No, 1 day before the concert, because like I found out about the concert kind of when they were at like their peak. Like tickets were like almost $200, and I was like, you know what, I love Billie, but like I'm not paying that much, just not gonna happen. So I bought them when they were like $70, but then with fees and all that kind of stuff, they ended up being $100 each for me and my friend to go. My friend and I, don't come for me. And so like I buy the tickets, I have to go to work right after, so I was like, oh shoot, like the printer, like it wouldn't print, I needed ink. And so I bought ink when I was at work, and then I came home and it was the wrong ink, and that was just the beginning to like a bunch of bad things happening. Like I was not meant to be at this concert. So my friend and I go to this concert, we get there, and like it's in Portland, so like parking's bad, but it's not like Seattle, like it's not that bad. So we get there, we park. I'm like kind of in a hotel zone though, which I've never like heard of before, a hotel zone, but it's like here's like the line in my car, or wait, here's the line, my car's like barely over it. So I'm like barely into this hotel zone, but the sign like doesn't say that you'll get towed or anything, so I'm just kind of like like a ticket's what, like $40, like I don't know. It was just there was no other parking, so I didn't care. It had been a long day. So we park, we go, we get in line for this concert, and I turned to my friend and I was like, do you know where we parked? Because like I don't know where we parked. And she was like, no, like I don't remember it. But like my phone will do the thing where it will say like parked car like 2 minutes away. Like my phone knows where I parked, which love that. So I was like, oh, like we're good, I have it, it's fine. Remember that though, it was on my phone. So we get in line, we're waiting. We meet some friends in line, as you do when you're at like a GA type concert. You're like, oh my god, we're gonna be best friends forever. And then we lose them and we never see them again. But that's just how it is. And so we wait for about an hour, and then we get in and we're like, oh shoot, like we need to get that merch, you know? Like, then we literally get to the front of the merch line and we're both like, are we gonna have to like, because when you're GA, you don't have seats, you don't have a seat to put it on. We're like, we're gonna have to carry this the whole concert. So we were like, will you guys be open later? And they're like, yeah. And so we're like, okay, we'll come back. So we were like, no, we'll just get it after, it's fine, it's not a big deal. So we go upstairs, and we notice that there's like a checked bag area. So if you ever are interested in going to the Crystal Ballroom, they do have like you can check your jacket, you can check your bags, like, well, not, they don't let backpacks in, but like you can check your stuff, which would have been so great to know, like for the people to be like, well, you can check it upstairs if you don't want to hold it. But like, they didn't do that. And so I was like, oh, maybe, like I was wearing this big, I'll insert pictures of what I was wearing, but I was wearing this big jacket, and I was like, oh, like maybe I should just check this jacket. Like I don't want to have, like it's gonna get warm. And my mom was like, oh no, like you'll be fine. So I didn't check my jacket. Mistake number 500 of the day. So we like get into the crowd. We're like trying to get as far forward as we can before it starts, because like you can really fight your way up to the front once it starts, because everybody's just kind of like jumbled around. But when it's like everybody's standing, it's kind of hard to be like, excuse me, like everybody's like, no sis, like you're not going anywhere. So we kind of get like into our spot of like where we're gonna be until like we can really make a move. And like we meet like so many people. Like some people were so nice, like frick, if it's you, you know who you are. And like I was just like airdropping stuff to like people in the concert because we were bored and it was entertaining, and people would like look around like,
oh my god, who said that?
But like, oh wait, it was me. And so that was just kind of like something fun and entertaining like we did. So if you're ever at a concert and like a crowded event, just like airdrop stuff to people and watch the crowd, like just watch the reactions. It's hilarious. But then, because I'm doing that, my phone died. You know what else was on my phone? Where our car was parked. But like, I don't think about that. Like, I'm just like, can't get any cool videos, like, whatever. And so, once it starts, like, I kind of lose my friends a little bit. We're all kind of getting, like, jumbled around. But, like, I make myself, like, to almost the front. Like, I'm, like, 2 rows back. And then my friend's like, Kennedy, Kennedy. And she's, like, in front of me to the left more. And I'm, like, more in the middle. And so I was like, oh, my God. Like, we, like, grabbed arms and, like, linked together. And then, like, she, like, pulled me forward to where she was, which was great. Like, I was making progress. I was getting up closer. And then once she did that, I kind of, like, maneuvered my way into the middle front row. Like, I was dead in the middle in front of Billie Eilish for, like, the last 4 songs that she sings. So she doesn't sing a ton of songs, so that's, like, a big portion of it. And it was amazing. Like, her performance, even though I'm, like, telling this, like, crazy story that's, like, not that crazy. It gets crazier. But, like, it made everything, like, it was one of the best nights of my life. And, like, I'm telling it as like a crazy bad night story. Like, her performance is amazing. If anybody ever has a chance to see her, like, do it, okay? So I get to the front, like, she like teases you though, and you're like in the front, she'll like reach out, but like she won't touch your hand, and you're just like that's all, like, what? Just kidding, it's fine, it's fine. So we go over, like, once the concert ends, like, we take some pictures, and, like, I stayed directly in my spot. So, like, the picture I posted on Instagram, which, like, I'll put here, go give it a like, was, like, I didn't move because I wanted, like, to have documented, like, where I ended up. Like, that was my spot, front, middle, like, that's where I was watching her from. Like, I really finessed that. And so we are like starting to walk out. We like want to go get merch, which you have to like go down the stairs again. And this girl goes, oh, it's so crowded, this is so, and she like says the R word, and everybody around her is just kind of like, we don't use that word, like, let's just be like, it was just not needed. Like, you could have said like, this is so crappy, like, this sucks, but like it just like wasn't needed, you know? So my friend that I'm with was just kind of like,
hey, like, let's just, like, not say that word. Like, it's not needed right now.
You're in Portland, of all places. Like, we're the most accepting, like, non-judgmental. Just the most, like, non-judgmental type of place. Like, you can really be where, like, you don't say stuff like that here. And so she was kind of like, whoa. And the girl was like,
oh my gosh, you sensitive millennial, like, ah.
She was like older, like a 40-year-old woman at this like Billie Eilish concert. She's 16, and like, I'm not even a millennial. I'm like Generation X, like, and I'm not even the one fighting with her. It's my friend. But like you just don't do that. And we're not like you sensitive, you're so sensitive. It's like, I don't really I care, but like, just be nice. Like, it's just not necessary to use words like that and to like be like that in this generation. Like, just use another word. Like, it's just not that hard. It's not needed. It does offend some people, so just like, don't do it, okay? Like, it's just not that hard. So she leaves because like she's going to like exit, merch is here, so we're like, whatever, this lady's crazy. And so we like, the merch line is long, so we like get in the merch line, which is more like a crowd. You're just kind of like trying to like maneuver your way up to the front again. And so we finally get to the front. We're like, oh, like this, we want this, 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 and this. And like I had wanted the black sweatshirt to begin with, but it was sold out afterwards. But like I didn't really care. I still really like this one, and it matches my beanie, so like doing great. And so anyways, like we get to the front of the merch line, and my friend's dad's credit card like gets declined because I had paid for her ticket, so she was just gonna buy me some merch kind of as like paying me back. Yeah? Oh, thank you. Anyways, and so like we get to the front and the credit card gets declined. I'm like I have my card, like I can just pay for it. I knew my card had money on it, so whatever, we like pay for it. I like try to pay for it, my card gets kind of like, there's just like something up with your system, like, and the girl was just like not having it. She was like, you just don't, like, she was so mean. And it was just like getting your card declined is like embarrassing, but it's just annoying when you know you have the money. And like she didn't need to be mean about it either way, because there was like another merch girl, we were like, oh, can we just like try it on her machine because like it has money? She was like, no. And we were like, okay, like we'll go use the ATM and be back. So we went, we used the ATM, and we came back. Like, so clearly my card has money on it. Like, you can't withdraw from an ATM, like it knows your balance. Like, huh? And so whatever, we get our merch, we get outside, and that's when we realize we don't know where we parked. And granted, like if we had just like came from where we parked to the venue, like straight shot, we would have been fine. But we had like gotten lost on our way walking to the venue, so we just had no clue like how we had even gotten there. And so we're like literally running around Portland, beeping my keys, like where did we park, like, oh, that building looks familiar, like on her phone trying to like search for like hotels, because we remembered that like I was in a hotel zone a tiny bit, but I didn't end up getting a ticket, by the way. So like we're running around, we're literally like almost on the brink of tears, like about to call an Uber, leave my car. My car would have probably gotten towed the next day because like my parking thing would have expired. Like that's just how it was gonna be. And literally like when we're just kind of like on the last ride, we're like hitting it and it beeps, and then we hit it again and it doesn't beep, so like, oh, somebody else was locked in their car. And we hit it again and it beeps again, and we literally just bolt. We're like, oh my god, like there's our car. Like we just ran to it. It was so, like we were almost in tears. We were so happy that we found it. So we find our car, we're literally starving, so we go to Taco Bell, and this Taco Bell gives me food poisoning. So like it's 2 days later now, but like yesterday I missed school, like not because I was tired or anything. Well, like I was tired, but like that's not why. Like I was sick. Like my stomach hurt so bad, and on top of that, from like leaning against the railing, like because there's always like a railing to block you from just like charging the stage, my stomach is like partially like bruised from leaning against it and getting pushed against it by the people behind you, which like I don't really care. I was in the front, so like who cares? Like it's fine, that's not, but it just like added to like this whole, my stomach was just not doing well. So we get our T-Bell, we're like going to drive home, and the directions is taking us like away. Like I drive to Portland frequently, like I'd never gone this way. So like she's telling me the directions and she misses a turn because she's like, oh, whoa. And like it was fine, but like, so it reroutes, it takes us literally the directions like drawn like crazy, and we're like, what? And so we have to like go up this road, turn like diagonally, like it was like doing U-turned, like it was crazy the way it wanted us to like take us back to get on the freeway. And like we did it, I did it, I achieved it, but like it was insane. And we were just like already at like full stress level, like pretty hyped up, like amped up from the concert, hyped up from like being so stressed out, like almost in tears, like oh my gosh, like, and her dad was gonna be mad. that like we got lost, because he was like, be safe, keep your phone charged, like all this stuff. And then we get lost and we're just like, oh my gosh. And so then we finally get home. It's been a crazy night, and like it was just intense, but like I would do it all over again. Also, like, some side notes here. If you go to a GA concert with your parent, tell your parent they can't be like fighting kids in the, like there was like moms around me that were like, my kid has been here for this long, like they don't want to wait. I'm like, your kid was here for like 20 more minutes than me. If they're not gonna fight to get in the front, like I'm gonna go. Like there's space, I'm going. Like just if you go to a GA concert, like know that like fists are up. Unless you get there like at 7 a.m. and you rush to the front, like then you're gonna have to fight to get to the front. And like once you're in the front, you don't really lose your spot, because you can like hold on to the chain, like the gate thing that's there, which is what I did. And so like, I don't know, just like if you're gonna fight for your spot, like fight for your spot. And also like wear your hair up, okay? Wear it up, especially if you have long hair. I was eating so many people's hair that was just in my face. If you have long hair, wear it in not a ponytail, because there was a ponytail of the girl in front of me too, and it was just getting flung in my face. Like, wear your hair in a tight bun, secured, okay? Like there was like, I just kept taking people's hair and just like moving it to the front of their body and be like, sorry, like I don't think you want me eating their hair. And they, like most people were nice, they're like, oh, like sorry, but like just wear it up, okay? You can put it up once you get there if like it doesn't fit your concert outfit, but just like put your hair up. Okay, so that was my crazy, I almost died at Billie Eilish. No, I didn't. Not at all. But like, it was a pretty crazy night. Got into some fights with some like stupid 8th graders. Made friends. And yeah, overall, pretty good. Actually great. Like, amazing. So, just a good old fashioned Tana Mojo story time. So, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out.